What's up, everybody? What's happening? um, so I said I was gonna be going live this evening. That's what I'm doing. Hope everybody's having a good week so far. So I'm gonna be talking about strategy and why investments are important why investing is important in your youth. Meaning while you're young, right? So not the time for that right now, Mr. Right. You know what I'm saying? So strategy. So usually, especially in the industry that I work in, and just in business in general, I know that the people who watch us work, like even my guy Chauncey right here, who is a award-winning producer, great dad, photographer, all of the above in his own right. He comes across clients who have a vision in place of what they want to do and what they're trying to do, but they don't really necessarily understand everything that it takes to get it done, right? So, so one of the things that I wanted to talk about tonight that I'm going to really try to stress to you guys is the importance of strategy. And not only am I going to talk about it in a business sense, but I'm going to bring it over to a spiritual sense as well. But first, I just want to talk business first. For all my entrepreneurs, anyone that's watching that has dreams, aspirations, of trying to get somewhere, that wants to, I'm losing a little bit of weight too, hitting that gym. Anyway, that wants to reach a certain level, right? I'm gonna break down some core details for you in regards of strategy. So everybody who's watching this live, just type strategy, hashtag strategy, just to kind of get it in your brain. So first of all, like I said before, usually we as people, we see things and we are amazed at the people who are doing things that inspire us to want to go after. So for the sake of this conversation, I'm going to use music. Prime example. I started doing music at 13. I was rapping on beats and everything. I was in professional studios by, I'd say about 15 to 16. Now, the biggest issue that I came with, that I when I think about it, was I just knew that I wanted to rap. Like I just knew that. I just knew what I saw. And so by me trying to act it out and mimic what I saw, I began to practice. And as I began to practice my actual craft, it wasn't until I turned about 17 or 18 that it became like an actual craft to me. At first, it was just me rapping, like trying to be like them. So I immersed myself with listening to who I liked. Biggie, Pac, you know what I'm saying? The Lox. I'm not that old, so I'm not about the front, but I listen to old school hip hop as well as the new school. T.I., Jadakiss, you know what I'm saying? Like 50, like the whole thing. And so what I did was begin to continuously practice my craft. And then I started listening to YouTube beats when they were presented at that time. So I would just start practicing that and getting myself in rhythm, because I remembered that the vision that I saw was I wanted to be on stage with Jay-Z. I wanted to be on stage with T.I. I wanted to be on stage with these artists who I've listened to for so long and practice trying to be like when it comes to the music. Now, what I've realized that is in 2019, back in my day, in that time and in my time frame of pursuing being an artist, I recognized I had to finally come to the conclusion that it's not all about talent, and it's not as easy as we think it is. It's been plenty of long nights, sleepless nights in the studio. It's been plenty of time that was being taken away or being taken up to pursue this dream. And even though I had the talent, and even though I was able to make dope songs or whatever the case is, it still didn't do what I pictured when I envisioned it doing. That's because I didn't have a strategy. It wasn't until I got older and I continued being in business and learning different things that I realized how important strategy was. In fact, I would get so upset because I felt like it was dudes or artists who I deemed less qualified than I was to get the amount of attention or shine that they was getting. It started to frustrate me because I'm like, yo, he's trash. Like, how is he lit? Like, and I'm over here in a box making all this fire ass music, but nobody cares because I didn't have a strategy. And so it wasn't until I started being approached by PR teams and management and people with, insight of the business that started to attack my mindset about strategy and how I was going about trying to make my dreams come true. And so the importance of strategy is this. You can't, when you have a dream, the dream is the overall picture, right? And so many of us either become overly excited and anxious about the dream, or overly fearful of the dream because we don't have a strategy to get there. And so what I wanted to talk to you guys today about is, again, how important strategy really is when you're trying to accomplish things. I personally had to learn a lot of strategy from failure. I had to learn a lot of things from people withholding information from me or didn't want to give me the information, and I literally just did it. And whatever worked, and what it didn't. And if it didn't work, it didn't work. I want to talk to you guys today so you don't do that. So for business, I need you guys to understand this. It's absolutely nothing wrong with dreaming. You need to have a vision. In fact, write the vision down in a book, a diary, your phone, somewhere, and make it plain to yourself, right? The Bible even talks about writing it down and make it plain. Write the vision down. When you write the vision down, get as specific as possible about what that vision means to you as possible. Because here's the thing. In order for you to get people to follow the vision got to make sense. It should be so simple a child could understand what your vision is, or your overall vision is for what you're trying to do. Prime example, you see the shirt, Caviar Society will be available online soon. But my brand is a primary example. I went through years of development, not even before Caviar was even a brand. It was Absolute Royalty initially. And I had to learn as I grew what I really wanted my company and my brand to represent, and God gave me a new one. And so